Hola amigos! Hey y'all, hey. We're back. We're back with a cheeky try. And I know you love these. So, and you know, I've been waiting to take a sip of this delicious chai because I'm trying to do my thumbnail, trying to sort out that. And my chai was just here, and it's like, drink me. The amount of love and intention that is in this cup, it's going to be real nice. So, it's still really hot as well. Yum. Oh, that is so nice. As if it's been 2 weeks already. Like, where is the time going? You know what I mean? Time is just flying by. But first of all, I just got to start off because look at my lovely flowers. And look, we have a lovely sunflower. And my friend Emily bought me these flowers. So, thank you so much, George and Eden, for my beautiful flowers. And she went on holiday and she got me this. You can't really see it, but this lovely little bracelet. And this is the thing with you know, every time she goes somewhere, she always brings me back something evil like, because she knows how important it is for me to be able to rebuke the negative energies. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and I also got some, she brought me back some tea bags, and if you know me, I love tea, but there was chamomile tea bags, but like with honey. Real nice, real nice. So, thank you, girlie. I love you so much. Thank you so much. So yeah, man, like, it's been 2 weeks. Like, what do I have to talk about today? You know what's really funny about doing these segments, right? Life happens and I'm like, oh, I've got so much to talk about with these cheeky tries. And then it comes to recording it and I'm like, what's happened in life? I should probably write things down in my notes, or, you know, little things that like happen in the weeks that I want to discuss. But it will come to me, because just life is just so full at the moment, you know what I mean? Lots has been going on, lots has been happening. So yeah. But in my last video, right, I reintroduced myself because I'm a new woman now. So if you haven't seen it, go and check it out. But I'm a new woman now, guys. Like, I've evolved. I feel different. You know what I mean? And so, anyways, yeah, I'm going to be making some changes to my normal videos that I put out. I was talking to my Jimeno the other day, right? Kaden, you're my guy. I love you so much. But I was talking to my Jimeno and like I was chopping it up with him, and I really wanted like critique. Yeah, I really wanted like, and you know, he said to me, he was like, Meeks, like, what you need to remember is you're building a personal brand, and it like, this is your brand. So, you know, your lived experiences, you know what I mean? Like, it's personal, it's a personal brand, so you need to talk about your lived experiences. I was very open to receiving that constructive criticism because he has my best interests at heart, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is my brother, like, we are locked in. So I was like, you know what, it made me really think, and it really got my brain going, because so when I first started doing this in February, you know, I had like a lot of fear that I had to overcome to be able to sit here now before you in front of the camera. But there was like, you know, there's reasons for everything, right? But anyways, I had to like overcome some stuff. And there's certain things that like, I don't necessarily, you know what it is? It's not that I don't want to talk about it, because I realise the importance of being able to share my lived experiences. Like, you never know who you can help, right? Like, you never know who may be going through the same thing or something similar, or sorry, it's maybe even something completely different, but it brings up the same kind of emotions, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm definitely going to be diving in to deeper depths and sharing, you know, some of the stuff that I have lived through, which is why I have the mindset that I have now, and, you know, why I have the lens and the perspective that I view life with now. Because also it goes to, you know, it adds to like the growth aspect, you know what I mean? So yeah, stay tuned, you know what I mean? Because things are going to be changing. But also, I just want to say, when I'm talking about things and things like that, when I start to, you know, go a little bit deeper, give you a little bit more insight, don't judge. Yeah, because we're not here to judge, we're not here to condemn. And, you know, we've all have lived experiences where things have been traumatic, or things have been unpleasant, or, you know, things have not been nice. But yeah, just bear with me and don't judge, because your girl's good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have forgiven, I have let go, I have released. Like, your girl's good. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's just something that I definitely wanted to share with you. And also thank you so much, Kaden, because love you, Hermano, love you so much. Also, so I think I spoke about it in my last video, but I'm not really too sure. And you guys been going on set, you know what I mean? And there's been a series that's being made, and it's called Heaven Now. So not last week, but the week before, I went to one of the shoots for the Heaven Now production. It was filming in a church. Like, as I was walking in, there was this man. His name's Marcus, by the way. But there was this man standing there, and I didn't know who he was, or I'd never seen him before in my life. And he was like, oh, like, are you here, like, for the set? And I was like, yeah, Heaven Now. And he was like, yes. I was like, cool. And he was like, yeah, man, just this way. I was like, thank you. And you know, as I walked in the door, he's like, he's coming. He went, wow, you're bright. I was like, thank you so much. Because, you know, this little light of mine, we just gotta let it shine, you know what I mean? But anyways, like, throughout the day and stuff, like, we got talking, and, you know, like, he said to me, he was like, do you read the word? And I was like, no. And he was like, you know, maybe like a week, like once a week, or maybe like once a month. And I was like, no, sir, I just listen from within, you know, and it comes to me, you know what I'm saying? Because I have my own relationship with God, you know what I mean? Like, I don't go to church and things like that. I'm not religious. I was baptized, I've done my first Holy Communion and all those kind of things, like when I was younger, but like, I'm not religious like that. Like, I have my own relationship with him, and I know that he's real, and nobody can't tell me that he's not, you know what I mean? Because I've had my own lived experiences, you know what I'm saying? But it made me think, because like I'm saying, like, you know, we'd got like speaking and things like this, and it was like a really fruitful conversation, you know what I'm saying? But it actually made me think, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, I don't even have a Bible in my house. And I felt like a bit low-key embarrassed, you know what I mean? Because I thought, hold on a second. So anyways, what happened was, I got home from that shoot that day, and I was like, I'm ordering me a Bible, yeah? So I ordered a Bible, and it came the next day, obviously, because, you know, we love Prime. But yeah, so that's something new, do you know what I mean? I started studying the Bible, peeps, do you know what I mean? Well, I started reading it. I'm not actually, like, I wouldn't say I'm studying it yet, because, you know, I don't know. I'm just doing my little thing. Sometimes I just open it up and I'm like, speak to me. What am I needing to see today? But yeah, so that's been really, really fun. Oh, also, before I forget, so guys, there's this hair oil that's being released soon. So the drop is releasing real soon. It's called Potions, and I would never lead you astray, okay? So when I tell you things, it's with the purest heart, to the good of all and to the harm of none. But you are going to want to invest in this hair oil. I swear to God, guys, it made my hair grow, because my hair falls out when I'm stressed, you know. But anyways, it made my hair grow, and it's amazing. And I can tell you personally, I know how much this product has been refined, and I know how much has gone into making this product. But yeah, head over to Instagram, head over to Potions, join the mailing list, like join the waiting list, like, because you're gonna want to know when it drops, and it's just amazing. So, you know, if your hair needs some care, that's the oil for you, you know what I'm saying? So thank me later, you know what I mean? I just have to put my Migos on, because, you know, you deserve to know about all these amazing things, you know what I mean? And I hope you went and checked out my sis niece. I hope you went and checked out Slow It for me, darling. The tune, you know. To the morning. But yeah, what else has been going on? Still in great vibrations, but you know, I spoke about it in my last video, right? And I've set myself like a new vibrational standard. Like, I've set myself like a new bar. So now, like, my natural default vibration is like even higher than it even was. And I haven't dipped, y'all. I ain't dipped. Okay, like, I have moments. I do have moments. Like last week, right? I'd had like a really heavy week, and I was in the bath. And you know, doing my little thing. And guys, I had a moment, you know, and I was like, in tears. I was bawling. I was like, okay, I wasn't crying like that, but like it wasn't even noise. It was just tears like streaming, and I literally felt like I was in the Britney Spears music video. She's like, and every time I try to fly, I fall without my wings. I feel so small. Look at me feeling sorry for myself. But no, in all seriousness, I did have a moment, but I just felt alone. I felt alone, and I'm never alone. You know what I mean? I never feel alone or lonely. I am like a little loner, but like I'm never alone. You know what I mean? But like I just like felt alone, and I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? And where is this coming from? Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, guys, I had to release through the tear because I recognised it because it come up, you know what I'm saying? And I was in the water as well, and I literally spoke to my bestie about it the other day, and Niece was like, there's something super powerful about the water, and I'm like, yeah, because it's cleansing and like releasing. So the fact that I was in the water as I was like releasing this feeling of feeling alone, but it wasn't like how I normally feel because I'm always alone, like, but I'm never alone, like, but I'm always by myself. Do you know what I mean? Well, not always by myself, but you know, I'm very independent. Do you know what I'm saying? But anyways, in the midst of this little moment that I was having to myself, I was like praying, right? Because it's important, do you know what I mean? So I was in prayer, and you know, like I said, I'm never alone, and I know that I'm covered. I know God's got his hand on me. I know he's working on me. But anyways, then the moment passed, you know what I mean? And I jumped out of the bath, and I felt so good. Yeah, I felt so good. Like I wasn't even sad no more. I was like, I love my life. I have such a great life. Like, I don't have things to complain about. Okay, I could complain, but what am I complaining for? You know what I mean? Like, I just have such a blessed life, even with the ups or like even with the downs, even in still moments, even in dark moments, even in moments of sadness. Like, I'm so blessed. So yeah, I thought I'd just share that with you. Do you know what I mean? Because you got to have a little moment. But like I said, it wasn't like a dip. It was a moment. That then didn't like dictate like the rest of my night or, you know, the trajectory of the rest of the week for me. It was literally just a little moment. Do you know what I mean? And it's really funny because, you know when like you feel sad or, you know what I mean? Like you feel like these things. But the bounce back, do you know what I mean? That was real. Like the bounce back to like my center and to like me. Do you know what I'm saying? It was speedy. You know what I'm saying? It was rapid. So yeah, I watched this thing as well before where it's this woman and she was saying like that's how she defines resilience. Is like how quick can you get back to your baseline? Yeah, I'm gonna do a video on that one day. Um, because I subscribe to that way of thinking, do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the bounce back was real quick and I was like, lovely, and came out, oiled up my skin, you know, really feeling myself, put on some nice little soft tunes, do you know what I'm saying? Oh, I had the best night anyway, so yeah. It's me today, yappa, talking a whole lot of substance. I was gonna say nothing, but I speak good things, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is like, it's my little precious book, right? And at the moment, all these, my mind is very creative at the moment, okay? So, there's a lot going on, a lot of different ideas coming. There's just a lot of creative things taking up a lot of space in my mind, and I don't mind that. Like I'm here for it, you know what I mean? But when these ideas come, you know, I put them in here. I put them in this sacred book, and just how it's just amazing. So yeah, and you know, I haven't been telling people about the things that I've been writing in here because when they come into fruition, yeah, I'm gonna be like, I wrote it. I wrote it because there's a power in the pen. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a power in the tongue and there's a power in the pen. Like, physically, getting out a pen and writing, you literally, like, creating reality. Be very mindful of what you write with your pen, guys. I was just about to try and see if I could have a little sip, but that's the one thing that I don't like. You see, like, I'm not going to drink that there in the cup like the ends. well, yeah, that's it. We're done. You know what I mean? I'm about to go cook my dinner because you got us hungry. Yeah, my belly's growling like, feed me. I'm like, okay. So yeah, man, I got fish and rice for dinner tonight. So I'm gonna go cook myself that. But amigos, it's been a pleasure as always. You know what I'm saying? But I'm out here. That is it from me today, amigos. Thank you so much if you've watched this video, and thank you for tapping in with me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, enjoy your evening. Enjoy what you're doing. Um, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.